I'm Judy Shaw for NYSE Floor Talk. Joining me today is Amit Saberwal. He is founder and CEO of RedDoorz. Amit, it's so great to see you. Thanks for joining me.
So great to be here, Judy. Thank you for having me.
A quick note to our viewers, this interview is for informational purposes only. The NYSE doesn't recommend any investments or investment strategies. All right, so Amit, RedDoorz opened its first property in 2015. Tell us about the company and your growth since then.
So RedDoorz started off in Indonesia. Jakarta was the city where we had the first property. We are now have 2,000 hotels in the region. The company was actually started off as a technology solution for the small property owner. Some person who has 25, 30 room hotel in the city center or beyond, and he or she lacks the opportunity to get access to technology. And so RedDoorz was the technology which we kind of provided along with our brand. So the company's come a long way since then. But yeah, it's been 6 years since we've been at it.
All right, now in response to COVID, RedDoorz implemented a HygienePass program. How is this helping to improve the travel experience?
So I think it is definitely a certification for our travelers that the properties that they're staying in have been through a certified process and are of a certain level of hygiene so that they have more peace of mind during their stay. So it's, the way people have been thinking about travel during this period is that rather interact less with people, have more assurance regarding cleanliness, and travel has become very transactional. They would rather be in and out, get the job done, and go home.
All right, now also in 2020, you launched a Hope Hotline, which is a mental health hotline for employees and hotel partners. Tell us about this initiative and what has been the response so far.
So, when COVID started, right, there was a huge stress and tension issue with our staff and our employees, right? And we also figured out most people were affected in some way or the other, but some were affected much more. And so we thought it was our duty to give them some kind of outlet. And so the best way we thought was that we get some professional folks who could actually man helplines, and then our people could speak to them and just in a very neutral and safe setting talk to them about how they were feeling. And initially it took off so well that we thought it is our duty to now get it across to the broader people in the tourism industry, and other hotel company folks could also call this Hope helpline and speak to them free of cost. Of course, the initiative is wound down now because things have changed. People have kind of moved on, and it's BAU, right, from the pandemic perspective. But at the start of the pandemic, I think it played a big role in giving our folks some peace of mind.
All right, so Amit, tell me, what are your priorities for 2021 and beyond?
So I think during COVID, post-COVID, obviously survival was a big priority for us. I think that is the existential bullet we've kind of dodged. We are seeing pockets of like resurgent travel, and people are really looking forward to getting out and getting on with their lives. So we've spent the last 1.5 years preparing a company for that kind of a surge in travel, which is going to come up right now. You've seen in America, you've seen in many of the resort locations, across China, many other locations, right, where things are getting back to normal. People really want to travel. I think that was our number one priority. The second priority is that the way hotel owners are interacting with us is also completely changed, because now property owners look at us as a partner to do stuff with, which they can't do alone. And during the COVID period, they kind of realized that it's always better to be part of a larger partnership rather than trying to fight this kind of a thing alone. So this kept us very busy, Judy.
Indeed, it sounds like it. Well, Amit, it's been wonderful to talk with you. Thanks for joining me on NYSE Floor Talk.
It's my pleasure, Judy. Thanks for having me.